He's the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Jesus.
This is my
Gizmo.
gizmo, and how does it look?
Beautiful.
Can you put it nicely for me, please? Wow. It's lovely. How does it look?
Looks great.
Yeah, this is lovely. This is wonderful. This is glorious. This indeed is I call it Vaganza mask.
Vaganza mask.
Yeah, what do you think? Vaganza mask? It's good, isn't it?
It is good.
Wonderful. So therefore, everyone, I'd like to introduce once again Gospel.
Vaganza.
Gospel.
Vaganza.
And we're using our Vaganza mask. Where is your Vaganza mask?
I don't have
No, you don't have a Vaganza mask.
Vaganza bowl.
Vaganza bowl.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see your Vaganza bowl.
It's beautiful.
That's lovely. Oh wow. She's been working overnight on this. Mine is so easy. All I just have to do is change the shape of my Vaganza mask.
All I did was change the shape of the big bowl.
No, this is the in thing. This is the vogue now. Vaganza mask is a big thing going on right now. Not this one.
This is gonna catch up.
Are you sure?
Yep.
She's good, isn't it? She's able to do this. What's that called? Vaganza bowl.
Vaganza bowl.
Vaganza bowl. Can you imagine that? So it is good. So this is my it's please, can you sort this out for me? It doesn't look okay.
It does
Mama's,
look okay.
Mama's look good. I didn't do any homework like trying to see how it says, but this is the thing. This is the thing that's going on right now. No more.
You have to help me here.
No, it's not necessary. We're gonna remove this anyway.
I'm gonna wear mine.
You're not gonna wear that.
I am gonna wear this.
She's gonna wear. You sure?
Yeah, positive.
All right. Anyway, I'm going to take off my. See how easy it is to take the Vaganza mask off. It's quite easy. You can do whatever you like with the Vaganza mask. It's wonderful.
It is beautiful.
It's beautiful. You can just contort it. You can just do whatever you like with it, and then off you go. Beautiful. And you don't get into trouble. Yes.
No, you don't get it.
No, I think that's enough. You really don't.
First to much.
Anyway, while she's doing that, I just want to. We're gonna play music, and it's gonna be wonderful. This is a song that we've got. You got it. Oh, she got it. But I've removed my Vaganza mask. All right. So
wear
it. We'll wear it later.
Okay.
But
wear
remind
yours
me.
later.
Yeah, I'll wear mine later.
Okay.
So you're not gonna try my Vaganza mask on, are you?
Not today.
You pay me.
I love to make mine.
You pay me to wear it.
Really?
Well, the music going to play right now. It's gonna bless you. Please enjoy.
Enjoy it.
Thank God.
I am so fantastic, wow, I'm telling no fantasy. My personality is generosity, I'm simply fantastic. I am so fantastic, wow, I'm telling no fantasy. My personality is generosity, I'm simply fantastic. I know who I am, 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 oh, I know who I am, I know who I am, oh, I know who I am. I am a child of God who gave me strength to What's impossible is possible. Oh, what's possible is possible. Possible is possible when God things are possible. Yeah. Oh yeah. I am an authentic. Oh, I am an authentic. No curiosity, no animosity. I am an authentic. I am an authentic. Oh, I am an authentic. No curiosity, no animosity. I am an authentic. I am so fantastic. Oh, I'm telling no fantasy. My personality is generosity. I'm simply fantastic. I am an authentic. Oh, I am an authentic. No curiosity, no animosity. I am an authentic. I am so fantastic. Oh, I'm telling no fantasy. My personality is generosity. I'm simply fantastic.
Right.
Glory be to God. Thank God. So, you've been doing your work and work. Glory be to God. So, how many
Steps
steps
this week.
How many steps? You want me to start with the bed top? No. We always start with you.
Okay.
We always start with you.
Right.
So the bed top exercise is that's is the icing on the cake. Yeah, it's icing on the cake.
I thought mine is the icing on the cake.
No, this one is the icing on the cake because it helps with the blood circulation. I always want to make sure people are fit. You know, our fans out there who are watching must be fit. They are getting fitter and fitter every day. And this is very, very important that they get fitter. Not only are they getting fitter, they're getting more energetic, and they're getting more mentally sound.
Right.
Yeah, because this is it. See, gospel Vaganza is actually what is meant to make you fit in all areas. Mentally, it makes you fit in your relationship. It helps to save your marriage. I'm not saying anything's wrong with your marriage, but there are a lot of forewarnings, things to watch out for, and those things that you need to avoid. You understand? And the fact that myself and my darling wife, how come we haven't kissed on this show?
It's coming.
No, not now.
Right.
I don't have to ask for it.
Ooh.
No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. We're trying to say to people, if anything is wrong with your marriage, don't worry about that. I don't need to. I know you're very worried about.
I'm not worried.
Yeah,
I'm just letting you know.
I know exactly. I haven't done this.
Sometimes I forget.
No, I don't forget. Yeah, it's part of the show.
All right, I know.
It's part of the show. Look, yeah, you gotta look slightly little,
Rough.
No, you don't have to look rough. You just have to be, this is my family, man.
Oh yeah.
We're family, right?
Yes,
we're family. Nothing to hide. We have nothing to hide. Do we have anything to hide? No. Even the kiss is not. Oh my God. Did we hide that? Oh, should we go and kiss around the corner? Yeah. So we're talking about saving marriages. Putting that life back into marriages, putting that life back into marriages.
Right,
yes. Making things look, you can be happy. There are many. Do you know there are many who aren't so happy in their marriage?
You can make it work. It
will work.
Is marriage actually?
It will work.
More like a garden.
Your marriage will work. Your relationship will work.
Relationship, it's like a garden, and the more effort you put into it. You put effort, and you put time, and you put imagination.
Okay. Imagination. Okay. Well, let's look at this way. How did we raise our children? Okay. Let's I'm just going to bring this out. We've never brought this out, but it's good because
it's good, yeah.
We will wake our children up as early as 5 a.m.
There was a time 4 a.m.
4 a.m., 5 a.m. You know, and somebody might say, "Oh, that is. You want to kill them?" No, we're not killing them. You're hurting them. You're actually you're a bad parent if you have to wake your children up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. every day. But it's not. Our children are now bearing their own children. They're happily married, except the one that is at home.
Yeah.
The youngest one. Yeah, of course. But this is it. We have to wake them up 4 a.m., 5 a.m. for prayers and for rehearsal, for practice. It's not rehearsal. For practice. Now, what's the practice? Because we believe that this hands, like we were saying in the last program, that your hand is an what?
An enterprise.
An enterprise. We believe that their hands is an enterprise. You understand? So what do? We make sure that, say, for instance, we're musicians. We're a family of musicians.
Yes.
Okay, good. So therefore, how do we raise them to take after us, especially when they need something to fall back onto, like music, for instance, in our own case. You understand? We've got keyboard. They have to play keyboards. There was a time we had about 3 keyboards. Each of them was practiced at 5 a.m. every day. There was a time with that was pre-social, pre-mobile phone era in the 90s. Do you know what we did to our TV? We took our television, we turned it towards, faced the wall. We literally turned the TV facing
the wall.
No
one watches.
So nobody watches the television. Our children did not watch TV for a few years.
That was then. Now even
I know it now it's difficult. Now it's difficult because the children, even if you take their mobile phone away, they need a mobile phone when they're going to school. So how do you deal with that? I don't know how you can deal with that, but the thing is that there are other restrictive measures that have been programmed into those mobile phones. So all you just need to do this time is to delve into it, find out on Google. Well, I don't know if I can mention any of these things. Names of products or brands, and find out how you can limit their access to the outside world. Thereby, you can stay in control. But going back to my analysis concerning how they grew, that's how they grew. They grew up listening to us and doing exactly what we would want them to do, that they can rise up to be grow up to be very successful children, adults, which thankfully they are. You understand? We want to give thanks to God. Our children are doing well, buying houses and doing very, very well. Glory be to God. And their marriage is stable. You understand?
All glory be to
God. Glory be to God. You understand? We inculcate the fear of God into them because there is no time with them good. They must go to church. They must pray in the morning, pray before they go to bed. You understand? And there are many, many other things that they have to do. I'm saying that was in the 90s. But right now, it's difficult. We do understand. But with prayer, God gives wisdom, to us, especially to parents, to bring them up. And may the Lord give you that wisdom that you bring them up with the fear of God, so that they will be successful adults and successful husbands and wives, in their own right, raising their own children successfully, giving you peace of mind in their as they grow from adolescence into adulthood, and they start to do those wonderful things and being successful in all that they do in life. It's wonderful, but why are we saying this? We're saying this because we have a wealth of experience as parents, as married couples, wealth of experience in so many things. I did say it last time. Well, I would lay the bed when she's in the bath, and by the time she comes out of the bath, the bed is laid.
That's good.
Did you ever thank me for that? No, sorry. I didn't need.
Thank you.
No, I didn't need the thanks. Yeah. No.
Well, I could say thank you, but
you're
doing something and I'm doing another.
All right. So you see, that's how to mend and make your marriage work. It's got to work. It will work. It always will work. Please, if your marriage is working, please don't switch off from listening to us, because that's not wrong with marriage. But please don't switch off. And our prayer is that it remains working.
That's right.
You understand? It becomes workable. You understand? But don't not ever take it for granted that men aren't going through the struggles, the rocky daily, problematic issues of marriage, which is there. But please, that's one of the reasons why I played the song Argument. So if you want to listen to that song Argument again, you can actually listen to it. Maybe I should. You can download Argument. I'll play Argument because it's meant to help. It's meant to help.
Yes.
You understand? I also, maybe one day I'm going to play Master Plan. The Master Plan is about planning ahead. You understand? That's another song which I released, And that song was actually produced by our son, the youngest one that is at home. And I must also put this on record, which is already on record, that our eldest son was my producer in about 3 different albums, which was released in the I think it started producing my song around 2003,
2003.
Yeah, it started producing. I think was it 2000 or 2003? Very early,
Okay.
Yeah, and we want to give thanks to God. It's because we made sure that they follow, a very strict regime, of training, which is very, very important, So please, it's very, very good. There are many things that we need to expose even in this program called Gospel Vaganza. As time goes on, as God gives us the inspiration to come up with them. When we remember these things, we will always share it.
That's right.
Because you can't share everything in one program. It's impossible. No. But we have loads of experiences that made our marriage work, made us as parents to be successful parents, that made even as business couple, to make our business to work. Now, even talking about business, I hope we'll have time, because when we just got married, early 80s, and my she I'll go and sing music. I made money from music and all that, and I always like somebody. I like people to be active, because I'm a very, very active person.
I am active too.
I know you're active, but I'm just trying to bring out something here.
Okay.
And, it's a testimony, actually. Mm-hmm. And I saw a place where the like a catering school.
Oh yeah.
A catering school somewhere in Lagos, and I said, oh, I thought to myself, darling, have you considered learning to bake cake and make pie and all that? And you said yes, you. And I said, I saw a good catering school. I would like you to go there and learn these things. And she said, yes, I would like to learn. And I went and paid for the tuition. And she went, you got your certificate. I said, okay, now you can bake cake. And then you get about 2 years or so of program. I said, now you can bake cake, you can do all this. Let's go into business.
Yeah, we discussed that.
Yeah. And I said, okay, what would you need? And then I went to meet the printer. We printed a label.
Cookie.
A label. I said, okay, you start making cookies.
Meringue.
You make cookies.
Yeah.
You make meringue. You make cakes. You will make
all the snacks.
Yeah, you make, and we would package them. We got a couple of workers who would help, and then we came up with a brand, and we call it LA Cookies. LA Cookies. And then when I saw the first package, I said, there's something need to be done to that package. I said, why don't you put a ribbon on the package? That's when you said, oh, I can tie a ribbon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you made a ribbon.
Yeah, we made ribbons.
And we placed it on the package of the LA Cookies. Wow,
with
fantastic.
Yeah. And it gives it the edge.
And it gave it, the brand just popped at you.
Oh, yeah.
And all I did was simple. I went to a number of, I drove down to a number of stores, and I showed them a sample. Each time they saw a sample, they will always clear a shelf. They clear that shelf and say, put them here.
Because they look beautiful.
Put them here. And I would signal to the next salesperson, go there and there's a shelf waiting. It fill the shelf. And I'll go and inspect it, and I'll see that they started to sell. They started to sell. They started to sell. That's how the first business we ever did together.
Yes, LA Cookies.
Was LA Cookies with ribbon, beautiful, colorful ribbon. You understand? And it was going places. You understand? And of course, we went to even a bigger store chain like Kingsway store.
The Kingsway, the Leventis.
11ties?
Yes,
Was it 11ties?
11ties, yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. The Kingsway.
Yeah, we did all that. It was so beautiful. It was such a great experience. So these are the sort of things that God is giving us, that this platform called Gospel Vaganza is offering us to share. And I'm glad, we're glad to share these things. You understand? And there are more, but we can't remember everything. But it's going to be wonderful. Please
journey with us.
Journey with us, and I just pray this program actually is a product of the lockdown, which we never knew was going to be a program. I never knew. We just did it. We just did it, and we found out that many people have been blessed, and we thank God that we're blessed to save so many people that are going through situations. And if you need experience for business, you can get business idea from this platform.
That's right, like this. It's a business idea.
Business idea. I think my Vaganza mask Vaganza is a very good business
idea.
Business idea. It's not that we're pastors. We can't go into that. So if you get the idea from here, please, I want to give your testimony. Tell them, write it that you got your testimony. You got your idea from Gospel Vaganza. And then we have a ministry. You can support the ministry as well.
Glory. Give
back, because we're giving back. May the Lord bless each and everyone. I think we've really spoken too much today, and I can see the weather is. You're actually sweating.
I am sweating.
Yeah, the camera light is a little bit heavy on us, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Okay, let's quickly. I hope you don't mind.
That's okay.
I know the time is fast spent.
But you want
the steps you made.
The steps.
The steps you made.
Okay.
We haven't played another music. Please, another music right now before we discuss the steps you took. Listen to it. It's wonderful. The Lord bless you. Enjoy it. Okay, welcome back. Thank God. This is Gospel Vaganza once again, and we are going to look at the number of steps she took this week.
Okay. 62,000.
871 steps she took this week, and it is incredible. Having taken that kind of step is quite encouraging, and that is meant to as she's keeping fit, and I hope that if she can do it, you can do twice as much. Why? Because she's a very, very busy person. Not busy walking actually, but she took it upon herself. You know, when we are driving to work, yeah, you've got to just tell them where. Just speak. Tell her we're recording. We're recording at the moment, and tell her we're recording, and she'll cover. All right. Okay.
Hello?
So when you, I remember when I'm driving, she'll ask me to stop. When we're getting near the office, she'll come down and she'll walk the rest of the way. That's another way of keeping fit.
Yeah,
you understand?
You're
going to work, and if you have at least about 10 more stops. Bus or 10 more stops
when you're driving.
When you're driving, you got to find a safe place to park. Yeah. You understand? Or skip a day. You don't have to drive every day to work. You don't have to drive every day to work. You know, you want to keep fit? Yes.
If you're taking a bus, just get off. Get 2 or 3 stops before.
Even make it 6 stops before your destination, and walk the rest of the way. If you do that regularly, you're living a very, very healthy lifestyle. You understand? And this is just to encourage you, encourage everyone. So this is why we're so passionate about you being healthy. You understand? Beat all that, beat the flab, beat any form of heart attack that could, or any form of stroke that could, God forbid, these things, do happen. And do you know? Of course, I told you lately.
What was that?
Yeah, each time I'm using mouthwash.
Oh, the mouthwash.
When I'm using mouthwash, I would do my normal
Gargle.
not the gargles yet. Sometimes you what's a gargle? What do you call that?
What's gargling?
That's not gargling. Gargling is this.
Gargle. Okay.
So what do you do then? I like that. Can you imagine? No name for it. There must be a name for it, please. Just type the name under the.
Tell us.
What's that?
Yes.
All right. When you do your mouthwash, not gargle.
Okay.
Gargle is this.
Okay.
I've added this to my mouthwash procedure. The gargling. Do you know why? I noticed that when I'm doing my gargling, all right, it is not enough to gargle. But when you're gargling your mouthwash, but be careful that you don't choke yourself. All right, your gargle. You must stiffen, extend your tongue and gargle at the same time. When you extend your tongue, the mouthwash itself enters into another socket, another crevice on your tongue socket, and then you can gargle. Yeah, I noticed that when I do that, because if you don't do it, the mouthwash doesn't get into that very, very area of the socket of the tongue, tongue socket at the very base of the tongue, at the back of the tongue, very, very socket where it retracts to. Why am I spending so much time explaining that? It's because we're in such a time as this. You understand? In the time of COVID, the time of pandemic, you got to do some kind of gargling that would take everything that is probably locked right at the back of your tongue, just to keep yourself safe. We're passionate that you're safe, and healthy. But the thing is that the mouthwash would have a little bit of alcohol in it. It's the alcohol base of type. So that it can help to cleanse the very, very socket where the tongue is retracts to. So that's what I'm trying to say. But be careful, please, when you're gargling, because you don't want to choke on mouthwash. So now I want to thank God for His goodness and His mercy. Let's play another music. Enjoy this music. We have copyrights to it.
Ooh, la, 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 la.
You were beautifully created, wonderfully created, fearfully created. The glory of God is upon your life. The glory of God is upon your life. You are looking good, looking pretty, looking fine, beautiful. The glory of God is shining all over you. You are looking good, looking pretty, looking fine, beautiful. The glory of God is shining all over you. Russia, ooh la la, you are beautiful. Ooh la la, you are wonderful. Ooh la la, glory is on you. Ooh la la la. The glory of God is upon your life. The glory of God is upon your life. The glory of God be evident in your life. Permanent on you, glory of God is shining all over you.
Welcome.
I enjoy
I
that
hope you
music.
enjoyed the music. God bless you. Thank God for your life.
Okay, open.
Yeah, we want to look at the book of Proverbs. Like we said, Proverbs is a book of wisdom. You need to read the book of Proverbs because it's got 31 verses, chapters. It has 31 chapters. We recommend that you read one chapter per day.
Okay.
And it doesn't mean that when you finish on the 31st, that's it for the year. No, you keep reading a chapter per day. Why? Because it makes you wise. It makes you very, very wise. It's a book of wisdom. Hallelujah. So I just
Today we'll be reading.
So let's read from Proverbs 2.
Chapter 2, and we'll only pick a verse. And Proverbs 2 and verse 6.
Okay, can you do that, please?
Only the Lord gives wisdom. He gives knowledge and understanding. Only the Lord gives wisdom.
Only the Lord gives wisdom.
He gives knowledge and understanding.
He gives wisdom. He gives knowledge and understanding. Only the Lord gives wisdom.
That's Proverbs chapter 2.
So if you want wisdom, it's not that you want, but you will ask God to give you, the way to address issues, the way to address many situations in your life. To address it is not just to jump into it anyhow. You jump into issues prayerfully. Issues forming, something developing, you pray about it. And when you pray about it, God will give you wisdom to be able to deal with it. And God also gives wisdom. So you need wisdom in every situation of your life. And it comes from the Lord. It comes from God.
His word.
It comes from His word. It comes because you seek to, you seek wisdom. Glory be to God.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Thank God. What's the motivation for today?
Okay. Refuse to let your situation determine your attitude.
Refuse to let your situation determine your attitude. I'm going to repeat that. Refuse to let your situation determine your attitude or even your character. Your attitude. Now, what does that simply mean? It means that sometimes things may not go the way you expected. Sometimes your spouse could just simply do what you don't expect. You understand? And then how do you deal with it? Because some people, rather than trying to find solution to a situation, they simply fall flat or retract into themselves. You understand? They retract like retracting into a shelf, and they don't share what their grievances are. And then it becomes, when they don't communicate, the situation becomes even worsened. And rather than being able to control themselves, they lose total control. Why? Because many people will allow the issue which has taken place. Maybe you failed. Maybe they failed in something. Maybe they failed in relationship. Maybe they failed in that business. Maybe they failed, and God forbid, maybe they failed in any situation that they expected success, but success was not forthcoming. And then they take to one form of drug or alcohol. You understand? Some people tend to think that when they take alcohol or just go into drinking or smoking or taking drugs, that's the end of their problems. But indeed, it is the beginning. Yeah, it's the beginning of problems to come. So why don't we sometimes we need to swallow our pride, because sometimes out of pride that, oh no, I'm not gonna, yeah, I'm hurt, but I'm not gonna go there and speak about it. No, speak about it. Now you're letting your situation to determine your character or your attitude. Now you're looking down on yourself without you knowing it. So why can't you go ahead and solve this situation out? Sometimes we feel too arrogant, to say, look, I am sorry. I didn't expect that you would take the thing, the situation the way you took it. And I was actually surprised that you didn't like the outcome, or the outcome of this this investment went totally wrong and we lost money. Please, ask for forgiveness. Just say you are sorry. Sometimes saying I'm sorry goes a long way, to help our self-esteem. It's not a low self-esteem to say I'm sorry. It doesn't mean low self-esteem. You kind of cut away the anything, things that could totally have gone, things that could probably go wrong in the future. You forestall it right there and then, just by saying I'm sorry, or owning up, and then move on. Those who feel that you made them lose this or lose that or lose business, or they'll come back to you because you brought yourself to that communication level. So that's what that's
so
what it's all about.
Disappointment, so whether disappointment or failure or whatsoever it is, you don't allow it to determine your attitude in life. You can still you can still move on, you can still forge ahead.
Yeah.
You don't retract, you don't go back to your shelf.
Yeah. Thank God.
To your shell.
Yeah. Thank God. So right now, once again, I want to play another song, and I hope the song pleases you. We have copyright to it. Glory be to
I appreciate you. 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 Appreciate you.
Wow, once again, you're welcome, and I hope you're coming along with us you're following every aspect of this broadcast. And we want to go into the Bible character right now, and we found that an example of Jabez is one of the greatest example in the Bible. So we're going to read that, and then we're going to find out, introduce Jabez to us.
Yeah, Jabez was introduced to us in the book of First Chronicles, and let's read what the Bible
First
says.
Chronicles
Chapter 4, verses 9 and 10.
Verses 9 and 10.
Let's look at what the Bible says. Let's hear it. There was a man named Jabez who was respected more than his brothers. His mother named him Jabez because she said, I was in much pain when I gave birth to him. Jabez prayed to the God of Israel, "Please do good things for me and give me more land. Stay with me and don't let anyone hurt me. Then I won't have any pain." And God did what Jabez had asked.
Thank God. This is a very powerful passage of the Bible, and it's only a couple of verses, but it really explains the life of a very, very important person in the Bible. His name is Jabez, and we were told Jabez was the youngest in this family, and his mother called his name Jabez, and the name Jabez means pain. Why did his mother call him pain? She called him pain because she said she bore him in pain. It must have been a very traumatic experience. It must have been a very traumatic experience for her, bringing her forth. I mean, just to say that childbirth sometimes can be a very, very sordid, experience, and the way a child comes is not usually the same way. The pain of childbirth is different from child to child. You understand? And this particular person, Jabez, was named Jabez because
Which means pain.
the mother must have been a near-death experience for her. But having said that, the Bible said this lad really had bad experiences in life because nobody wanted to be his friend. Why? Nobody wanted to be his friend. It's obvious because from the way he prayed that prayer to God showed how much problem, issue, bad experiences he would have got from friends.
And his
brothers. They must have make him a joke in the family because of his name. He would have been such an easy target for other youth or children. They would have been easily bullied so this would have been a very traumatic experience for him as he grew up into adulthood. And that means that he can't even get a job. I can assure you that. Why? Because his name is pain. How can you give an employment to someone whose name is pain? Or how do you want to do business with anyone whose name is pain? So this has been a problem. It's like a stigma in his life. His name was a stigma. So now it got to a point where he said, enough is enough. I must speak to my God. And he prayed the prayer that he will not cause pain in his life anymore. He spoke to God. He prayed to God. And the Bible said God heard his prayer. God heard his prayer. Not only that, the evidence of God hearing his prayer was that he now became the most blessed in the family. The most blessed, the most opportune, the most the most successful person because of a prayer that he prayed to God. So let us look at the lessons we learned here. The lessons we learned here is that, look, if you have a child, give your child a good name. Now, a good name is not that because you call his name John, Matthew, or Augustine. No, it's not because of that. Sometimes we tend to call our children names that they are not. Because you are angry, you just cursed the child, or use an F word or use a swear word to name that child. If whatever you call that child becomes his name. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what name. It might be a beautiful name. But one day you got angry, you just swore. You just call him a swearing name.
That's not good.
That's not good. You just messed up his life or her life. So do not let us mess up the life of our children out of anger or out of the fact that they said something or he looks or she looks one way and you called him or her or by his looks. You understand? Maybe the way he walks, maybe the way his head is, maybe it's a little like this, and you just called him by that name. You just messed up with his life. And the next person who hears you call him by that swearing name or that bad name picks it up, and that's what the name they call him. Not when you're not there as the parent, they call him that or her that name. And it becomes sticky. It sticks on him.
It's like a label.
It becomes a label.
That you have labeled.
And that label becomes a psychological effect that
the child.
Your child carries for the rest of his life or her life. So why don't we be careful what we call our children?
Beware of what we
call them success. Call them favored. Call them increase. Joy, even if you are a child of joy. That's probably not their name, but call them by a beautiful name. Success, where are you? Prophesy into their future. Huh? Oh, this you always make me happy, even though they make you,
angry
sometimes. And rather than vent your anger, you say something good, and then you have a beautiful, wonderful child growing up into adulthood, giving you peace and becoming being peaceful in your life. But that is for you, mother. Now let us look at Jabez. For Jabez to pray and God to hear his prayer, what does that tell you? What does it tell you?
He's a man of prayer.
He's a man of prayer, and he already has a relationship with God. Mm-hmm. He will not do anything without praying first. Even though he had this stigma in his life, people call him pain and all that, but he was close to God. That's why when he prayed, God answered. Because there is already a relationship between himself and God. You can see that this is a godly person. Hallelujah.
He didn't allow that name.
It did not allow that name to make him to curse God and die. Because there are many people who say, because I grew up in this unfortunate situation, unfortunate family, unfortunate parent, I am no longer, I don't even know God. I don't even want to know about God. Don't talk to me about God. Don't talk to me about God. Don't talk to me about Jesus. It's all because of your upbringing, and of course because you allow in the experience, but you allow the experience of what stigma or what psychological effect is been given you to rule you, to control you,
to determine
your attitude. You must let go. Some people have said something to your life. Don't let it stick. It's not your portion. Even into adulthood.
That's right.
Some people carry that psychosis into adulthood. They never let go. Drop it. It's negative. It's not yours. Drop what you thought your parents, what you thought those whom you looked up to when you growing up, what you thought they said about you is a lie. They only said those things maybe out of anger. They said it out of ignorance. They said it. Some people might have even said it intentionally in order to limit you. So why would you be limited?
Be unlimited.
be unlimited. Maybe we should play the
Enjoy that
music.
Yes.
Hallelujah. God bless you. Thank God. It's been wonderful. It's
Thank
been
you
glorious.
for
It's been
listening.
exactly.
Please do
We
like
really
our
enjoy
pages
this.
and,
Like
do
the
like our
pages.
page
And once
and,
again, this is my Vaganza mask.
Mask.
Hallelujah.
Oh.
See how quickly I put them on? It's not. It's
No
easy.
forcing.
Not forcing. That's good. That's wonderful. And this is how we say thank you. And we'll see you next time. And I hope and we hope you enjoy this broadcast. May Lord bless you. Thank God. If you find our Vaganza mask interesting, please like it. And if you're a businessman,
You can run with it.
run with it. Don't forget us.
Bye for now.
Bye for
God
now.
bless.
Bye.
You better forgive them and drink some icy water. Drink some icy water. Icy water. You better forgive them and drink some icy water. They do bad, and you wanna react. You better forgive them and drink some icy water. Drink some icy water. Icy water. You better forgive them and drink some icy water. Yeah, I need some water. I need some water. I need some icy water. Oh, baby, keep it going. Sugar, what I need. Oh, baby, keep it going. Sugar, what I need. Oh, baby, keep it going. I'm all myself. I'm all new. I'm to bad. I don't need it. I'm all myself. I'm all new. I'm to bad. I don't need it. I will talk. I don't need it. Oh, I don't need it. I don't need it. Baby, sugar, what I need. Oh, give me what I need. Baby, sugar, what I need. Oh, give me what I need. Baby, sugar, what I need. Oh, give me what I need. Oh, I don't need it.
He's the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Jesus, Jesus, He's the King of Kings.